All right, here we are, day two, R&D Facing Dragon's Quest at SFU. I'm Brodie Whitney, high performance life coach.
And I'm Dove Schafer, here again.
Here we are. So we planned today to get some ideas for storyboards for these quests, and this is a pretty complex game that we're creating, and so what we ended up spending a lot of time on was interaction. One of the both the challenges and things that worked today were how do we make it so that as someone's going through the quest, they're not getting stuck and waiting for other people, because and how do we keep that flow going so people can go through this on their own timing. And what we've come up with so far is to make it an asynchronous quest, so you can go at your own pace, and to partner people up, and that everyone gets the coach training. We were originally thinking there would be individual coaches that would be needed. You could choose if you got the coach training and start your own pod. It just seemed like there would be too much waiting around, and so we're looking at partners going through it together. Everyone is a coach. And any thoughts on that? Or
so one of the big things we try to figure out before we can actually start designing quests is how we know a quest has been completed by a player, and then how to get people interacting in a meaningful way surrounding that quest so that they get more out of the quest than if they were just responding to a computer. So it's sort of like a balance between making things convenient in that you can do as many quests as you want when you want them, and meaningful in that your engagement with each quest is deep and reference to another person, so there's accountability and there's a level of engagement that helps you. Because this isn't a game just about getting to the end. It's not about that at all. It's about learning as much as you can from each event, each challenge. And I think you need real people to get you there.
Yeah, like it's kind of, in a sense, we're gamifying life. And so if you think of your life, is your goal to get to the end?
No.
Same thing with this game, right? So it's about the process, and the real results and engagement and relationships that you're building along through this quest.
Friends, we want to build friendships.
Totally.
Right in the thing, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's a big
quality friendships where people are holding each other and encouraging each other to their potential.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think there's a few things that we can aim at getting out of the game. The first thing is the learning content that are built into the quests will give you some personal reflective value. The other thing is the social interaction around it is really a reward in and of itself. If you get real social interaction, the game has been worth it, right? Like a game that gives you a connection to somebody else is worth it just because of that connection. So getting that, anyway, so we've been trying to design that.
Yeah.
And it's not as easy as it seems to design asynchronous social interaction with synchronous opportunities.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And, what's next? Some of the things we're looking at and I'm thinking of is, that we talked about, is like, where do we make it so that people are eliminated from the quest? And what's the process around that? Also, we've done a lot of work today around the onboarding process. So, another area we're going to look is like, now what's that process of going through the onboarding, creating your avatar, doing the solo portion of this journey to get yourself set up to go multiplayer, and then how does the coach training fit in? And just making that as flawless as we can.
Yeah. And we've got actually some good progress on that, in that each quest is going to start with a sort of not a video per se, but voice over imagery. So voice narration with a moving image sort of cutscene thing, which introduces you to the weight and the meaning and the story relevance to this thing, and gives you some clues about how you start doing the actual quest that you're given. And then the quest is done in text. And then you start off with character creation, go through the solo portion of it, and then you get coach training. You're paired up with another coach, and you keep each other accountable as you level through your coach skills. Then there's branching path choices that are given to you by Quest Hub dragons, and those dragons give you other quests as you're working through this story.
Yep.
That's the summary of it so far.
Pretty awesome. It is coming together.
That's the thing. That's what it is so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we got. Plus a lot more that we didn't mention. Lots is coming together, and we're working
Stacks
on
of papers, lots of ideas, and we're going to be storyboarding solo quests this week. We want to get at least one good testable, because this is also testable stuff. We're going to be testing the storyboards on people. So we got to get one of those done this week about one of the solo quests. That's what's next in terms of agenda thing. What's next is...
That's our quest.
That's our current quest. He's my coach. I'm his coach. We're doing the game as we're making the game.
Yeah.
Life is a game. Game is life.
Awesome. All right. Well, have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.